For this episode of Let's Talk Jinx, I'm going to talk about the positive, in my opinion at least, state of the subreddit, as well as Let's Talk Jinx and kind of how that came to be, the together of them, if you will. Because back in 2016, when Discord was kind of first really being a thing, people were kind of still on Skype, a little bit jumping ship, if you will, but Discord was starting to be a thing. Communities started having Discords, and there was a feeling of an exorcist of people from the Jinx subreddit to just the Discord. And the Jinx subreddit wasn't dying per se, but it was a lot more empty because a lot of people, Discord was a new thing. So since I was making a weekly Jinx series anyways, I kind of reached out and was like, hey, so I'm going to be doing this weekly Jinx series, regardless, why don't I post it over here too? And it could be like a community thread that would encourage people to use the subreddit still while also still using the Discord. And the answer was basically both. Instead of one or the other, it's like that one GIF, both is good. So way back here, it's not quite 6 years yet until we hit November, but for every week, every single week without missing a single one, every Wednesday was a Jinx video of some sort. This was the first one. The thumbnails actually looked like this for a while, where it was like the Let's Talk Jinx and then the number, maybe an item of some sort. But the idea of Let's Talk Jinx wasn't about me. It was a community-driven idea. It was what the community wanted to talk about, how they were feeling about Jinx, what was a topic Jinx-related that maybe they wanted to discuss. Whether you were bronze or diamond, it didn't matter because it was more about the community aspect of these topics and not your skill level specifically, which is why I was never me as like a diamond 3 Jinx main being like, and this is what I think is the best build to climb. First of all, going to be a little bit different in all elos. Bronze is a bit of a different beast than platinum. Challenger is a different beast than iron. All right, sorry to spoil that. But at the same time, what I'm getting towards though is it was never supposed to be about me and what I was thinking, like my opinion and trying to put it out there. It was, what does the community feel like talking about, and go from there. Make a community discussion driven series, and it found a home on the Jinx subreddit, which was actually really cool, and that's what I have it zoomed in. Because back 5 years ago, it was a league channel, but it was still a variety league channel. So it was league and there was some variety sprinkled in. So you'd have mainly league stuff in there, and like I said, every week was a Jinx video. This was actually a league video too. So some of the thumbnails, if you watch the videos, they're league actually even back here too, but you'll see some random stuff in here as we scroll. But as you see, there was always a Let's Talk Jinx, and it'd be like, AP, Jinx, and Jinx Agency was a conversation once back in the whole, 2016, 2017, 80 carries are dead era. And you got, animation canceling, because people were like, hey, what's the cool Jinx trick people don't talk about? Animation canceling, or animation canceling, if I could pronounce my words. But there was always, no matter what else was being talked about, no matter what else I was doing on the channel, there was always the discussions like, what Jinx versus Caitlyn, Jinx versus Twitch, Jinx versus, those are all things. And the genius, in my opinion, of the series was never that it was just me giving my specific opinion. It was that it was always a community thing. Which then might have you thinking, well then, what's the topic of today's video? Why talk about the positive state of the Jinx subreddit? And that's because over the many years of always, at least, here's episode 51. It, like I said, never missed a single week, and it was great, to be honest. But one of the things I think that's actually really cool is over the years, with the more stuff that came in, the more things that have happened. We have, Arcane recently even. One of the things that has really been good is I honestly believe the Jinx subreddit no longer needs Let's Talk Jinx. As fun as it is to make the series still, the thumbnails evolved over time, as you can see, and stuff like that too. Don't get me wrong, it's fun doing the series and talking about stuff and doing stuff. We had this episode a couple weeks ago, which is the Jinx, just Jinx, only Jinx, nothing but Jinx. People kind of felt different ways about that specific episode, which is fine. And in short, it was me saying, hey, what is something specifically we want to talk about with Jinx? Like we do the patch video every 2 weeks, and in between we do like a random, topic video, so to speak. But like, what's something maybe I've missed that the community wants to talk about, that maybe I don't know about? And so that's what that video was for. Some people thought that was me grasping for ideas from the community. That's exactly what that was, because that's what the series has always been. But if you look at the subreddit, the good thing about it is it doesn't need that. It's coming up with ideas all by itself. We have, polls for the best Jinx skins. We have several different cosplay. There's definitely different types of cosplays now at this point. But we got Arcane stuff. As you see, there used to be a post saying Arcane spoilers. You can post those now because the post is gone. You got all kinds of other things that are being talked about. The subreddit basically is fine all on its own, right? You got people talking about their first times playing Jinx. You know, they've been playing Jinx for years, everything in between, talking about builds and stuff, Jinx edits for people making their own videos, talking about, you know, the chromas, talking about how to get S ranks and stuff. Like, there's the conversations here whether the Discord's still there or not. And the Discord's still there, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, if that was a problem 6 years ago, it's not a problem anymore. The Jinx subreddit is alive and well, and it kind of always was, but it's nice to see that, you know, I think the subreddit will be fine even without Let's Talk Jinx. And that's kind of was the goal, was to, you know, have this weekly discussion thread as long as it was needed. But if it's no longer needed, that means the Jinx subreddit's fine, and it is. Which makes sense, because there's a lot of nice comments, there's a lot of people supporting people and all these things. There's people, like I said, look at this right here, look at this. Look at this. Can I zoom in? Can I zoom in? Credit to Croquette Collection. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Look at this. Look at the stuff people are creating on this subreddit. Look at the stuff people are doing, you know? Ooh, that's neat. Different sizes even, right? Like, there's so many different things, be it creative or whatever, that are on here now. People asking questions and actually getting answers from people. People talking about things like early game, getting answers from people, which is a big one. It's good. It's good to see. And so that's what this video basically was. It's kind of promoting the Jinx subreddit. It is called our League of Jinx, so make sure to go check that out. The mod team is doing a good job over here as well, so shout out to Liquid Fire, Artemis Jinx, and then even auto moderator, because sometimes you need auto moderation, of course. But yeah, after 6 years of every single week, I think the subreddit is good without needing Let's Talk Jinx, which is not a knock at people, by the way. Like, people like the last week's video, for example. This isn't like a me saying, oh, people don't like me anymore, in case that's how people take it. No, it's just like there was a purpose of why I used to put them on the subreddit, and I think the subreddit is good without it. And I'm trying to praise that aspect of it, because with things like Arcane and stuff, it's like, it's just great to see. It's so much different than 2016. It's cool to see all these mains, all these, you know, one tricks, and even people that casually play Jinx just like be here again. Because like League subreddits in general, especially the League subreddit, definitely have a reputation at this point, right? I don't think the Jinx subreddit's ever been the League of Legends main subreddit though, in terms of reputation. And so I kind of wanted to make a video celebrating that a little bit, you know, without making this video too long, because now we're just going to kind of go in circles at this point about me saying, and this is why it's great, and it's still great, and this and this, and that and that. So, you know, with that being said, now with the history of why the series kind of came to be and stuff like that, but also, you know, the Jinx subreddit being pretty cool, you know, all on its own. I think that is why that if you're watching my videos and you haven't gone to the Jinx subreddit, you should go to the Jinx subreddit, because at this point, with me being in my last semester of college, so classes keep me busy, which is why there's, you know, so little videos, and the topics aren't always hits. They're not always bangers. Sometimes they're misses, and they're going to be like that continuously until I graduate, most likely. The Jinx subreddit, however, will have you covered. There's all kinds of different levels of Jinx players. There's, you know, there's even Jinx streamers over here on the side, right? There's a lot of these cats over here you can go follow and check out. I would recommend you go follow and check all these people out as well. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So that's going to be all from this video from me. So thank you so much for watching this video. You don't have to like, comment, and subscribe. I would say instead go whatchamacallit. It's not subscribe to the subreddit, right? I don't know what it's called, but basically go. I think it is subscribe when you go to the subreddit, right? It's been so long since I've joined a new one, I don't know anymore. But I believe, yeah, go join the League Jinx subreddit instead. But I don't know which video will be next, because I could have a lot of kinks. So until next time, take care. GG, get jinxed. Thank you for watching, and enjoy pizza responsibly.